Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 39. This is Gaming with Glare. Hi, I'm Glare. Welcome to the video. So this week I've been playing a lot of Inner Fire Priest. Gone through a couple different builds. This is my most current one. Um, I am on one Lighted Burns as sort of like the last card. I think all the other cards make pretty solid sense in the deck. And then the Lighted Burns is like pretty good against aggro, really good against Big Priest. It gets you through the one of big, whether it's Blood of Gahun or some people in my rank still run the Colossus, not the Neptulon, the one that makes the Felcrocked Colossus, whatever the 7/7s are. I don't play that card very often. I forget what it's called, but yeah, Light It Burns is pretty good to deal with those if you can't find the silence. You could run a penance in that slot. You could run a holy smite for the same purpose, but I like the Light It Burns. You can also do some sneaky stuff where you like Light It Burns your own Northshire cleric and then Gift of Inaru if there's nothing on their side of the board, or like whatever iteration of that, so you can heal up the minion and then be able to draw, because the goal of the deck, you draw most of the deck by the time you're done um, winning the game, unless it's like you've high rolled, right? Like if you have a 10-10 on turn 3 or something and you just win, which happens a lot of the time, you'd be surprised. This deck feels really good. It's fun. It can beat anything in the meta, and the matchups it's bad against, it feels like you've either drawn poorly sometimes, or like you, in my case, like I've misplayed a few games, but I don't have a bad matchup unless I misplay. I don't think into anybody except maybe Big Priest. So deck's really solid. I'll have the deck code in the description to the video. You guys should stop by my Twitch. I've been streaming this deck last couple of nights over twitch.tv/glare, spelled like it is, well, not spelled like it should be spelled right. It's GL4R3. But yeah, I'm also on Twitter, twitter.com/glare_HS. And this is my version of a list that's been going around. I mean, it's not like it's my idea. It's a Divine Spirit Inner Fire deck, but pretty happy with this build of the deck. I've also been playing, I'm going to show you guys another list I've been playing really quickly. So when I face a lot of priests in a row and I tilt from that, losing to them, with this, Divine Spirit Inner Fire deck, I've actually been playing some Shadow Priest, is what I wrote here, a palette cleanser, so that I don't get like tilted or whatever. Because this deck does pretty well into Big Priest. It's not perfect, but it beats their mid roll and can beat their like mid to high roll, like where they don't get the Neptulon on turn 3, but they might get like a turn 4 Blood of Gahun, and you sometimes can win through that. Sometimes, is that true? Turn 4 Neptulon you win against, actually. But it's a little bit of like a coin toss, right? If you queue into like anything off meta, this deck will just like destroy it. Both decks will. With this Shadow Priest will do really well into off meta stuff, but then it does awful into Pirate Rogue. So Pirate Rogue is a really tough matchup for this deck. You just rely, like, you mulligan for the Shadowcloth Needle and try to get like a big board that they can't deal with, but then they play any of their stuff, like they play a cannon, or they play cannon a bunch of pirates, or they play Puffer Fist. They get the Swordfish early. There's a lot of ways you just lose. A wide board of little pirate dudes can get you as well. If they have like 4 minions on turn 1 and you don't have like the Shadowcloth Needle, and you'd need like Shadowcloth plus Tour Guide plus Raised Dead probably to beat that. So the high roll from the Pirate Rogues does good into this deck. But then the other deck, the Inner Fire Priest, this deck goes like literally 80%, 80 or 90. I think I've lost maybe 3 times. It's ridiculous. I don't know if it's 90, but it's like 80 or 85 against Rogue. win rate. It's really good against Rogue. Uh, that's like a small sample size, and it might not hold up over however many games, but I win because I get Shadow Word Devour. I win because I get Weblord. I win because I got a Crab Rider and buffed it. I win because I Boon of the Ascended a minion. I think before Boon of the Ascended, the matchup was slightly worse. You can go Radiant Elemental into Boon of the Ascended, and if they don't have an answer, they just kind of lose. The Pirate Rogues do. So this pairing of running Shadow Priest sometimes, and this deck, Inner Fire or Boon Priest, if you want to call it that, as the two decks I've been playing, both confuses people in the mulligan, I'm sure, and also provides a way to do sort of a split, like you're hedging, right? Because you lose to some decks with this deck that you just kind of beat with the other deck that I've been playing in the Shadow Priest, and vice versa. I'm gonna play some games. I'm just gonna play them like I would naturally. If I lose, say with the Boon Priest, I might switch to Shadow Priest for the next game. I'll record like 3 or 4 games and show you guys how the decks either work or hopefully not. But if they don't work, I'll share that too, and I'll talk about why the games went badly. And that's it. We're gonna have hopefully a good time. My rank is not good right now. I'm like rank 1050 or something. But it's been fun. I've been having more fun playing Hearthstone. I put out a video last week that was sort of a description or a discussion on the meta being kind of stale, and then I discovered this Inner Fire Priest, and I've been having a lot of fun. So I've also been playing some Magic the Gathering for any of my viewers who like that content. Make sure you do let me know in the comments to this video if you like the Magic content or like the Hearthstone content, so that I know more which direction to go. I like both games. I'm learning Magic. I feel like I'm pretty good at Hearthstone. I know all the cards for one thing, but yeah, I'm looking forward to a good time. Should be a fun video. Alright, everybody, so we are queuing into a game. It's game 1. I'm going to try to do 3 games with the Boon Priest, and if I lose any of them, I'll probably swap over to a game with the Shadow Priest. And if I win that game, maybe I'll swap back. Sort of as I discovered playing the deck, there's some bad matchups for the one deck, and then the bad matchups for the one deck are good for the other deck, and vice versa. So they kind of complement each other. This is a good matchup for us. We're against a rogue. We are Boon Priest, and we have a really good hand. If he's playing pirates, we keep Radiant Elemental, Shadow Word Devour, and we probably just win with that. I'm going to keep Power Word Shield too and chuck the Gift of the Naru. The idea here is we get to go Radiant Elemental, Shadow Word Devour, Power Word Shield, either on turn 1 with coin or on turn 2 to save coin for later. So I think we've won if it's pirates. We'll see. That's not good. Weirdly, it's not good that he didn't get patches. He has patches in his hand. I'm going to wait. I'm going to greet it. We need him to play pirates so that we can Radiant Shadow Word Devour. He could technically be like Kingsbane, trying not running patches, but I doubt it. So yeah. I don't think we can do it. This turn is not the turn that we go Radiant Elemental, Shadow Word Devour. I think we just rip a Shadow Essence. We like Power Word Shield. Makes the Radiant Elemental huge. This is rough. I think we go Radiant, Power Word Shield, Shadow Word Devour, no matter what happens. We are going to Shadow Visions first before we play the 3 other cards, most likely. Oh, wow, okay. He did draw the patches, it looks like. So we're hoping we can find like a Crab Rider to put the buffs on. Cathedral of Atonement. Okay, we're going to go in here. Radiant Elemental. I should play 1 Power Word Shield, because if I find the other Radiant Elemental, I want to or a Crab Rider. I want to be able to play that. Okay, now we're looking for. I could trade the Shard of the Nether. I kind of want to shard the 2/3 though. Yeah, we're gonna go Shadow Visions looking for Boon of the Ascended is nuts. I could take the Light of Burns if I'm trying to deal with the 2/2 that's left over after we play Shadow Word Devour, but I think I take the Boon, and then next turn we just have a huge minion, right? Because we're gonna silence the 2/2 that's left over. Found second shard. Okay, that's really good. Shadow Word Devour. I could coin trade shard. I'm gonna do that. See what we get. Okay, Inner Fire is insane. I'm gonna do that. Wait, I didn't know that was gonna work that way. I've never done that. That interaction was never presented itself. That's not good. Okay, sorry, I misplayed. I should have obviously sharded before stealing the health. I didn't know that was going to happen that way. That's something I now know. But it shouldn't end up affecting the outcome of the game. We have a huge taunt minion and he's in a lot of trouble. The opponent should not have attacked face here. He needs to decrease the amount of health on this Radiant Elemental as a matter of priority, but he might not know that. So Inner Fire. Boon of the Ascended. To make the boon also a 10-12. And then I think we're trading in case he has a silence. He could have silence and charge. We'd be left with a 10-12 and a 2-3. I'm gonna trade into the I win next turn if I go face. I'm going face, you know what? I don't think he has 12 damage, and I don't think he has silence. I'm saying he doesn't have silence. People sometimes run it, even though it costs 4 now. I think pushing the lethal next turn is more important. Turn 5, by the way, and this was like we low rolled a little bit. He also low rolled not having patches. Yep, he's conceding at this point. Yeah, I did misplay. It was not well played. I misplayed by giving the cannon more health, but yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. That was a cool game. All right, guys. So we're going in for game number 2. We did win game number 1 with the boon Inner Fire Divine Spirit Priest, the buff priest, basically. I don't know what to call it. Inner Fire is probably the best name for it. But we're against a paladin. It's generally a good matchup. Nerebar Weblord is good, but if they're Taxes Paladin, I mean, if they're Taxes Paladin and they play Nerebar, it doesn't affect us. It's a 2-mana 1/4. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping Radiant plus Power Word Shield because that's just effectively a combo, right? It's 2 mana for a 2/5 draw a card. It's too good to chuck. I wish we had coin. I'd be a lot more comfortable if we had like coin to pop an Omayog if he is playing Taxes. We didn't find an Northshire Cleric, so we don't have a turn 1. If he's Death and Taxes, we probably play the Radiant Elemental because he can't deal with it. And then Power Word Shield, and if he's not, we probably play the Nerebar because he'll be in either something off meta, say like a Dude Paladin, or he might be a Reno Paladin, which I think is like maybe fringe playable right now. Maybe like tier 3, if you guys know the tier list. Sort of playable, but not incredible. I tried building it a couple of days ago. It felt playable, but not like S tier or close to it. So we jam a Nerebar here. It probably slows him down. Then next turn we either Radiant Elemental and buff the Elemental, or we buff the Nerebar if he shows that he can't do anything. He might be a rogue, like a rogue in disguise, Maestro rogue. We'll see. Okay, I think he's rogue. We're gonna go Radiant Elemental, and we're gonna do all the cards, play all the cards. Do we take the Light of Burns? Yes, we do. We do this. So See what we get. Shadow Devour is really good. We do that. Boon of the Ascended is also really good. We're going to hold the Shadow Devour, I think. I think we're Light at Burnsing to protect the 2-3 from like a Hand of Adal if he has it. Interfire this. We're going to hold the Shadow Devour. If he's a Battlecry based deck, he's just done, right? He needs like Reckoning to deal to destroy the first minion we attack into his face with that Called Arms. Oh god, it's gonna be Murlocs. Are we gonna lose this game? We're actually gonna lose this game? That's insane if we lose this game. Make a Boon of the Ascended on the 8-8. I don't think we Shadow Devour. We're not going to, because we can Pelagos and Shadow Devour next turn. This is the play. Put him on 12 and then hopefully win next turn. Turn 5 again if we win next turn. But yeah, our Nerobor might just be completely wrecking him for all we know. My guess is he's got to tip the scales. Yep, that should be game. Yeah, no charge. He's done. Alright, so our turn 4 was enough to win the game. This deck feels like just beyond powerful. I'll say that much. Alrighty, guys. So we went 2-0 with the Boon Priest, and that brings me to a 65% win rate over 23 games, 15-8. And I've decided to play my palette cleanser of Shadow Priest, and I queued into a rogue, so we might be in trouble. But fortunately, we get the full mulligan looking for the Shadowcloth Needle, because none of these cards are good. Anyway, I wanted to do a third game, and I wanted to show you guys this sort of updated Shadow Priest that I've been playing. I've only played 4 games. I'm 2-2 with it. I am 1-0 against Rogue, which is unusual. Usually I go like really badly in the negative against Rogue. We can get a 1-drop. That's a problem. Well, we're gonna try, but we need to. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe grading a cannon though. If I play Cult Neophyte, he can't play the cannon. I'm gonna look really smart if this blocks his cannon coin turn that he wants to make. He might also just be like Pillager or something, in which case this could be useful to block Pillager things. Okay, so he just plays the Cavern Shiny Finder. I think he probably wanted to cannon, and we've blocked it. We can't block it for another turn. I'm gonna probably do this and ping to protect the 3-2, send the 3 damage face. Okay, so we have a chance here. If all he does is equip weapon and swing face, or swing into the 3-2, we're in an okay spot. We're hoping he swings into the 3-2, because then Raise Dead prevents him from doing cannon shenanigans. Oh, he's actually an off-meta rogue. Wow. Okay, so he's doing weapon, lifesteal weapon things. That's like really uncommon. I saw one of these last week. If that tells you how uncommon it is with how much Hearthstone I play. It's been a week since I've seen one of these guys be playing this deck on ladder. It's a cool deck. It's I think good into the rogues, the pirate rogues, which is a problem matchup if you're trying to play wild Hearthstone at semi-competitive rank, which both of us are. He's rank 5, I'm low legend, and yeah, unfortunately for him, we're in a really good spot. We're gonna play a Sand Trooper, play 2 actually. Presents the most damage. He can only really deal with one of them, unless he runs like, I guess he could be running Puffer Fist. Probably isn't. He takes 8 damage, heals for 2 if he plays a Puffer Fist here. Maybe I was supposed to Raise Dead there. I think this is the most damage until like a I forget the name of the card. I'll do a little blurb at the bottom with the name of the card if I remember to. It's the Druid card, the 4/5, now a 4/6. can't remember the name of the card. I'll have to look in the collection after this game, and like I said, I'll mention what the card's called. But that's a card that's really good to get off Reconnaissance. Man, if we win this game, I'm on a roll with Priest. Forsaken Lieutenant? It's a little weird. Concerned by that. Fortunately, I get to do this. Void Touched. Do I Void Touched Mirage Caller? Do I lose if I do that? Huh. How much damage is he taking if I Mirage Caller? I think I'm going to go Void Touched and just play it safe. He's taking 4, 8, 11. Sorry, more than 11. He's taking 12 if I play the Mirage Caller. He's taking 9 if I don't. I'm going to do this. Takes the 9, and then I play a Twilight Deceptor and ping his face. Get Shadow Vision, so that can be a Mind Blast later. I think pinging is correct, though. Okay. So we're concerned, I was immediately concerned about Mine Rogue, but I doubt he's Mine Rogue if he's running Jackpot, Reconnaissance, and Spectral Colorless. But this card is really good in Mine Rogue. Honestly, I don't know what to expect. This is sort of a cornucopia of options, possibilities. Spider Bomb is spicy. That's actually so cool. We win, but it's so cool. They don't. This one doesn't, excuse me, have Rush, so he has 1. He gets to trade into a 2/1. He takes a bunch of damage though. He's got to kill the Void Touch, surely. Surely you kill the Void Touch. When he kills my 2/1s, he's gonna lose the game. Okay, I'm curious what he's doing here. Did he like generated the file? A Deadly Poison, okay. He's got to order this correctly, or he probably lose. Okay, yep, he figured it out. We get to raise dead. We get Neophyte, or Sand Trooper, or whatever this kills. But it's going to be Neophyte, Void Touched, Leper Gnome, Sand Trooper, or something. There was something else, right? The Twilight Deceptor. He is just dead, though. Visions, Mind Blast. Cool. 3-0 in this week's video. That feels nice. Across 2 different decks. So yeah, we led off with a 2-0 with the Boon Priest, and we finished off the hat trick with our Shadow Priest. Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you guys who watch through every video. And yeah, if you liked the content, let me know in the video description, or rather the comments to the video. You'll see the deck code in the description to the video. And I hope you enjoyed. You can see my rank is not very good. We did gain 5 rank for this 3-game series, 3-game sweep, if you will. I'll be back to higher rank soon enough. I just needed to find the deck that was gonna do it for me, and I think it's gonna be Inner Fire Priest or Boon Priest, whatever you want to call it. I think the Shadow Priest has bad matchup into too many of the good decks, but the Inner Fire Priest feels really solid. Thanks for watching.